Hello and welcome to the April Astrology for Sagittarius Sun and Sagittarius Ascendant. My name is Donna Page with Loving Light Astrologer, and we begin April with tons of fiery energy, trying your Sag Sun or Sag Ascendant. That's really good. Remember, fire to fire, that's a trine aspect, that's a motivation, let's get moving, harmonious. Yet, April isn't necessarily our harmonious month, but it is an interesting month for you. We begin, let's look at the new moon in Aries will give us the flavor or the message for April. It is connected to the Uranus-Pluto square, which we've been dealing with for the last couple of years, and it's coming around in this month to bubble up another urge, another push to make some changes in your life wherever it is important for you to change. Wherever you want to change, what do I want different? So this energy is about breaking free and transforming. Yet, it is the other vibration that's going on. What's being kicked off is this dwarf planet Eris. She's the goddess of discord. The other dwarf planet, Haumea, which is the goddess of a creation, Hawaiian creation goddess, wanting to create. It's earthy, it's rich, it's the being able to create. She rules childbirth and the creation of the islands. It's very earth-oriented. And yet, how's it connect to you? It's connecting to you as there may be a place in your life, since this goddess of discord is this vibration or symbolic of where we feel frustrated or angry because we've been left out of something. Why wasn't I included? And this why wasn't I included energy is only ramped up with Mars in Sagittarius going retrograde this month. And take a look at how strong. You would think, oh, Mars, Saturn, 8 degrees apart, they're not really conjunct. You know, when Mars and Saturn is conjunct, and this will be, you could feel this. You want to do something, but you feel held back. I want to do something, but I feel held back. And by declination, Mars, Saturn, and Pluto, see this 20-20-20? At south declination, they're all vibrating at the same way. So they're think of them as a out of place conjunction. And how that Pluto can come into place is this deep urge. I need, want, desire to be in control of my life. But where is that for you? It has to do with finances, not just to have money, but to feel free. How can I feel more free in life? So when we get to the Pluto retrograde, Mars will have gone retrograde the day before. So the 17th Mars goes retrograde, the 18th Pluto goes retrograde. The whole weekend, the 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th, this intensity of Pluto Mars, which can be anger. It's like focused anger. I need to get this done. If you can focus that energy this weekend, you can make a lot happen. It's very good for physical activity, go out, exercise, all of that stuff. And it also can be you to overdo it, but take care. But it's part of that can be overdoing things. Another place of taking care for you is in your career. So are you taking care of how, what you want to do for your life path? And for majority of us, we choose a profession, we choose a career. Are you taking care of that? That planet Hygeia, which it's not a planet, it's an asteroid, which is a health planet, it's connected to the North Node, but it's in the sector for you of your work. Are you taking care of the work that you want to do? Or do you need to put some effort and energy into making some significant changes? That's all in your court. The sun shifts into Taurus on the 19th, And just 2 days later, we have the full moon in Scorpio, which is very passionate, very intense, very that sense of wanting to go deep, dig deep. And it's in a sector for you in your chart that's very intuitive. So there's this intuition part, but it will highlight wherever you might overdo things or do things that aren't always in your best interest, and will highlight whatever you may feel is in balance or out of balance between the daily grind, work that's needed, the chores of life that are done, versus being able to get away and have retreat and just escape. How good is that balance? Now, because this is such a sexy, passionate full moon, you want to take a look at where Venus is and what's going on with her. And she's with Uranus. Remember, the new moon was with Uranus square Pluto. Now Venus is there. And it can say there can be some sudden upsets in relationships that aren't solid, that need to change. It also can indicate that you meet somebody different and interesting that piques your curiosity. So that can be a lot of fun. We move towards the end of the month with Mercury going retrograde on the 28th in Taurus. And that Mercury retrograde in Taurus is in that sector of taking care of your daily routine again. So this taking care of your daily routine, what it is that you need to do, and rethinking it because it's retrograde. Hey, if I want to do all these things, if I want to go here, make this happen, make that happen, where do I find the time? And do I squish what I have to do over here? You know what I'm talking about. It's making some shifts in the daily routine to open up space for you to have more of what you want. And Venus going into Taurus will help you out at the end of the month, the 29th, will help that out a lot. This Taurus energy, because the sun went into Taurus, Mercury's in Taurus, Venus in Taurus, by the end of the month, it will bring a little bit of the gambler out in you, the risk taker out in you. What kind of risks do I need to take in order to make a big leap forward? And when she goes into Taurus, meaning when Venus goes into a Taurus, there can be a solid idea that begins to formulate itself about that calculated risk to leapfrog forward for a quantum shift to have more of what you want. And remember, with this Mars in Sagittarius, and Saturn there can be a little bit of feeling more irritated than normal, or just things bugging you a little bit more. You want to be conscious of that and be aware of what is this really coming from, so you can own that. And it's not about tolerating things, that it is about empowering yourself to make the changes, so you're not put in a situation where you are putting up with things, or put in a situation where people are constantly challenging you in one way or another, where you're irritated. Have a great month, and if you appreciate the work I do, please share.